The use of water as a fuel for vehicles has been a topic of interest and debate for many years. Some have claimed that water can be used as a substitute for petrol, while others have dismissed the idea as nothing more than a myth. In this article, we will explore the feasibility of using water as a fuel for vehicles, examine the current state of research on the topic, and discuss the challenges that must be overcome to make this technology a reality. The basic idea behind using water as a fuel is that it can be split into its constituent parts, hydrogen and oxygen, through a process called electrolysis. Hydrogen can then be used as a fuel in a combustion engine, similar to petrol, while the byproduct of burning hydrogen is simply water vapor. This process is known as water electrolysis and has been studied for over a century. One of the main advantages of using water as a fuel is that it is a renewable resource. Unlike petrol, which is a finite resource, water is abundant and can be replenished through the water cycle. Additionally, burning hydrogen produces no harmful emissions, making it a much cleaner alternative to petrol. Finally, since hydrogen can be produced through the process of electrolysis, it is possible to generate it on site, reducing the need for expensive transportation and storage. Despite these potential advantages, there are several challenges that must be overcome before water can be used as a fuel for vehicles. One of the most significant challenges is the energy required to split water into its constituent parts. This process requires a significant amount of energy, which currently makes it more expensive than using petrol. However, advancements in renewable energy technology, such as solar and wind power, could help make this process more efficient and cost-effective. Another challenge is the storage of hydrogen. Hydrogen is a highly flammable gas and requires special storage containers to ensure safety. Additionally, hydrogen has a low energy density, meaning that a large volume of hydrogen is required to produce the same amount of energy as a small amount of petrol. This makes it challenging to store enough hydrogen on a vehicle to achieve a reasonable range. Despite these challenges, there has been significant research and development into using water as a fuel for vehicles. One promising area of research is the use of hydrogen fuel cells. Fuel cells use hydrogen to produce electricity, which can then be used to power an electric motor. The byproduct of this process is simply water vapor, making it a very clean alternative to petrol. However, fuel cells currently remain expensive and require significant infrastructure to support them. Another area of research is the use of hydrogen as a fuel additive. Adding hydrogen to petrol can improve the efficiency of the combustion process, leading to improved fuel economy and reduced emissions. While this approach does not replace petrol entirely, it could help to reduce our dependence on petrol and improve the overall sustainability of our transportation system. Finally, some researchers are exploring the use of water as a source of energy for hybrid vehicles. In this approach, a small amount of petrol is used to power a generator that produces electricity. This electricity is then used to split water into hydrogen and oxygen, which can then be used to power the vehicle. While this approach is not as clean as using hydrogen fuel cells, it could provide a more practical and cost-effective solution in the near term. In conclusion, the use of water as a fuel for vehicles is an area of ongoing research and development. While significant challenges remain, there are promising technologies and approaches that could help make this a reality in the future. Ultimately, the transition to a sustainable transportation system will require a combination of technologies and solutions, and water could play an important role in that transition. The use of water as a fuel for vehicles has been a topic of interest and debate for many years.